walk the vaccine clinics going on in Toronto? How are they doing?
49 clinics over the course of the weekend, and they're doing fine because now we're into second doses, and a lot of people know the first dose was a pretty harmless thing, and they know how much good it's doing because they can see the city is beginning to reopen. And so I urge people to go out. There are 49 different clinics available this weekend. You can go online or text the word vaccine and get information on it, because it's going to help yourself, it's going to help your neighbors, your co-workers, and it's going to help the city to get back to normal as soon as possible.
How many people do we expect over the weekend?
Well, tens of thousands. We have the capacity to do, thousands every day, and our appointments are basically booked, although if people go online, they can probably find there would be an appointment available somewhere in the city. And there's a lot of the pop-up clinics. This one is meant for a particular, part of the population that are used to coming to this mosque, and that's part of what we're doing as well, targeted approach and having people knock on doors and text and phone, because we want people to get out. We've got to get that number up so that the city can reopen even more, and so that people can stay healthy, most importantly.
We're in step one. Pools are opening up. How many city pools are open, and how many do you plan on opening this month?
Well, the first 10 are open, and that's early. They normally don't open this early. They normally all open at the end of the month when school is out. And the remainder of the pools, the outdoor ones, will open on the end of the month when school is out and stay open until Labor Day. And the indoor pools have to go to the next step of the reopening process because they're indoors. But the outdoor pools will all be open by the end of the month. 10 are open as of today, spread right across the city. And we hope, again, people will take advantage of that. I should tell you, for the first time, we have a registration system so that you can book a time to swim, because there's a time limit at 45 minutes, and you can book an appointment. And we've already had 23,000 appointments booked, and 4,000 different families have set up accounts for swimming over the summer. So I think the system's working well, and we're going to get the rest of those pools open by the end of the month, and the indoor pools as soon as the numbers permit.
Patios are opening up. Are you hitting the patio today?
I went to one yesterday, and it was great. It's called the Rendezvous, and it's downtown with a spectacular mural painted all across the floor of what was a parking lot, and a good turnout to watch the soccer. And I'm going this afternoon to one in Little Portugal, but I'm just trying to show my support again for these restaurateurs and bar owners who have had a terrible, terrible time. They've been closed more than they've been open for the last year, and so I hope people will get out safely to support them. They're limited to groups of 4, but that still allows you to get out and have a good time and support these businesses who've had such a hard time. And we have 1,000 restaurants that are now covered by the curbside cafes and patios, and so there's lots of opportunity for people to get out and have a good time.
And your favorite drink?
Well, I normally just have a beer when I'm on a patio. If I had to choose something else, I don't know, it might be a cold glass of wine, but I'd probably start with a beer. Thanks. Okay.